Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Gemini reading. The new moon is on the 6th of June, and it is a general reading overall. So my hope is that most of this reading resonates for most of you. At least some of it does. If you're interested in a personal reading, the information for that is in the description box below. I do continue to give out a free reading on or about the first of each month, and I pull those that receive the readings from the comment sections and from the donations that I've previously received. So thank you to all of you who have been participating in that. I greatly appreciate the support. I feel the love, and it is essential for me. I mostly am appreciative of your presence here now. So Capricorn, let's get started with your overall energy for Gemini, the King of Air. This is giving you a very discerning approach, a very determined consciousness to move swiftly to the heart of the matter, to improve on the quality of what it is that you have to offer, to elevate that in terms of the standard that you envision as being your part of the service that you bring. So the King of Air is also calling on you to be open to new ideas, to communicate your thoughts clearly to others, and to be open to negotiating, staying in conversation, to truly stay curious about the things that are part of your service, your vision, what it is that you bring in communication to others. This is feeling as though you are a key pivot in communications, in the ability to review, to reconsider, to adjust a plan. And in this way, you are leading a new beginning, leading a refreshment of something that is critical to your well-being, your whole well-being. In the present, the Two of Water is the Two of Cups. This is feeling as though you are in the position to be a mentor or a mentee. You are looking for assistance. You understand that what you have to offer is not complete. And in that way, you are looking for someone who can motivate and inspire you to be clearer, to be more relevant in whatever it is you're practicing. This potential partnership, this assistance, is something that is helping you to acknowledge the qualities that you own, that are authentic to you without fear of rejection. And you are bringing this ability to understand the broader picture and to courageously move into new areas of growth and development that are daunting to others. There's a great conceptual capacity that you're exhibiting, and you are looking for those that can be thought partners with you in this endeavor. This is actually a partnership that is assisting you with your larger plan, your larger vision. In the past, the Page of Earth is describing your willingness to learn something new, your willingness to create a plan that is all-encompassing but practical, that offers a practical tool, content, or a resource that you want to develop for the long term. This is something that you are understanding brings value, and it is the value that you perceive in what you have to offer that you are growing, that you are planning, that you are building, so that the value you perceive as long lasting is understood and can be appreciated by others. In the future, the Emperor, there is a strong sense of uh, independence coming through for you. There is an incredible independence of thought, an incredible courage in taking ownership and responsibility for your reality. There is, in many ways, an awareness that you are developing within yourself that you are indeed in control of your experience, that you are capable of making wise decisions that are informed by your experience, and you feel um, supported by the fact that you understand what you're building is for the betterment of others. So this is really bolstering up this notion of leadership, but there is something very unique about a vision that you hold, that you are making sure it reflects who you are, the relevance of your experience. You're trying to bring your story forward in whatever it is you offer or however you envision the audience or the community that you want to serve. You're elevating the essential depth of experience, the suffering in many ways that you and members of your community, your culture have experienced in ways that have made you stronger and more capable of being able to be resilient and creative in a time of incredible change. If this message is resonating for you, Capricorn, please like this video, share this with others. Service. Um, Comment if you feel so moved, and of course, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Service. I feel good when I can help others. This is feeling really fundamental to what it is that you do, what it is you've been built to do. And in the past, experiences may have pointed you in the direction of assistance and support. In some ways, understanding that that was the basis of your acceptance into a group, a an organization, a community, a family, your ability and willingness to serve. There's almost a codependent energy in here about the way that you may have been reared or conditioned through your family or culture, but you have actually groomed this sense of codependency, the way that there can be an inappropriate assistance. You've learned to discriminate how to help in a way that helps others to help themselves. I hope that makes sense. From the Hummingbird Oracle, I pulled Heart Song. Your heart is opening and singing of sweet, unconditional love. That's exactly what I'm understanding, what I'm sensing here. You perhaps learned about love through a somewhat imbalanced system in which you understood your value uh, as one who serves. There was not a sense of unconditional love until you have learned to take responsibility for the choices in your life. And then that sense of dependency became a healthier vision of service to others. What's different about this is it is unconditional, and it's also given on your terms in a way that does not deprive you of the attention, the nurturance, the care that was perhaps absent in the way the reciprocity of that attention and care was absent perhaps from your personal history. And you are undergoing this massive transformation within yourself where you're understanding that you are the complete package. You are whole. And this is literally transforming not only your emotional, spiritual well being, but your cultural sense of balance and of completeness, that you are complete within yourself. And this has been a really long journey, I'm sensing. And the safe place for you to communicate this somewhat challenging journey is through your ability to communicate. In the present, the Two of Cups is coming through with clarified with the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords. Yeah. Boy, you have been working so very hard and for so very long on this ability to release what you know doesn't serve you. It isn't as though you just figured this out. You've identified a pattern of behavior, a way in which you chose uh, partners, friendships on the basis of, in some cases, not to discount that many of your friendships and relationships are authentic, but many have been chosen on the basis of the codependent pattern you inherited. And having truly come to a deep understanding because of all the disappointment you've experienced, the sense of failure, the sense of never allowing yourself a true connection, a true partnership, has required you to work very hard at understanding your role and responsibility in the disappointments that you experienced. You're eternally resilient, but you're really, this pattern has really dogged you for a long time. And you're now to a place where you are discarding, moving away from, leaving behind these unhealthy obligations and responsibilities that were not reciprocal, that did not attend to your needs despite your commitment to honoring the responsibilities or obligations you had with others. In the past, the Page of Earth is clarified by the Temperance card and the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Patience is your strength. How you have been patient through all of this it's exhausting. And you have really committed to understanding all exchanges of energy that necessarily include relationships in love and with money. They are part of the same continuum with you that you have uh, been challenged to work for you. You are always willing to roll up your sleeves for the team, to take responsibility, to make sure things get done. The buck stops with you in so many ways that has not worked for you. This is for the Capricorns I'm talking to right now. There may be a particular place where you've worked, you've never felt valued, you've never felt that you receive the compensation that you're due. Um, there's also the feeling that you have uh, been socially committed to your community in ways that are not about an exchange of money, but rather of energy, ways in which you could attract true friends, true friendships that really valued you for who you were, really respecting yourself enough to finally come to an understanding of what your value is. And this is something you have arrived at, but it has taken a very long time. In part because of your hopefulness, your positiveness, your willingness to see a long range vision, in many ways, a larger vision that represents an alternative to what you've experienced. And in part, that you are moving to a future, you're intuiting a vision of a social experience that many people have not experienced and don't see, that has been part of the disconnect for you. But in many ways, your ability to see this long narrative is what is empowering your ability to take leadership of your vision, to take ownership of that, to not rely on others, to not so much as an issue of trust, as an issue of uh, fortitude, of perseverance, of consistency, of understanding and seeing the vision and feeling that deeply in your heart. In the future, the Emperor is clarified by the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. Wow. Yeah. You're moving through a lot of pain. And I also see that it is impacting upon the way that you understand your whole person, your routines, your habits, the way that you now are understanding you're deserving of uh, quality, of attention, of self care, of healthy activity, healthy food, because you are just beginning to launch this marathon in which you are no longer trying to fit in with others. You accept your differences. In fact, you are now celebrating them. You understand that they come from a place of love, vision, creativity, and imagination. And that sense of your creativity being stifled continuously as you've handed over your efforts to others um, is something that you realize you must not be distracted by the offers, the conflicts, the disagreements of others. It is not your job to fix others, and that is really a contrast, a detour, an opposition from the way in which you were raised to perform in a group, even with loved ones, that your job was to fix. You're a fixer. And abandoning that, seeing a bigger vision, understanding that you operate best when you have the space to move from your strength, when you respect your qualities, your gifts enough to pursue your dreams and your potential. That is what is actually helping you to change the cycle of pain, of effort, of struggling against the belief and expectations that others have of you, that has done little to advance you, to support you. You're understanding now that this is your moment of incredible change. I'm going to clarify the Two of Water in your presence with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. This is beautiful because it brings me back to your beautiful heart, your strong heart, your willingness to serve, and your creativity, your passion, really owning the sense of being talented, valuable, creative in a way that you've not often allowed yourself to be. For some of you, you may be embarking on a path of fulfillment of a dream, an expression of talent that you always supported others to fulfill that. You saw that as something that belonged to others, that you were not, you were somehow denied early on as being an appropriate use of your time and talents, something you couldn't achieve, you shouldn't want to achieve. And you're now really owning this beautiful marriage within yourself, this union of your energies that is really inspiring you and motivating you to begin on a creative path, on an independent path of creativity that you may have abandoned long ago. This is something you were born with. This is a talent that comes naturally to you. It's a talent that attracts other similar energies. And until you've owned this at this time, it has been difficult to find other members who are capable of understanding your vision, your need, or to support that, to encourage that. Support comes in many ways, and just someone who accepts you for who you are, as you are now accepting yourself as who you are. You're embracing your differences. So this is a beautiful new beginning that has been really calibrated, reviewed, uh, gone over, planned out, and retracted, and uh, glimpsed in your past. And you are now understanding that you are in control of your destiny. I'm going to finish this reading, Capricorn, with a yogic path oracle and hope that this is a clear message for you. It's a very deep message. And Dhumavati is the card that I pulled for you. And from the beautiful guidebook that is just as beautiful as the cards themselves, which I'm so in love with, Dhumavati reads, "The goddess of disappointment and letting go. You, my darling, have finally realized that all of the hardships and struggles you faced were brought on your path for a very important reason. They've shaped you to be the person you are today. You've put together the dots on all the most difficult points on your journey and realized that it was all necessary to be here now. Dhumavati has come to remind you to give thanks to the struggles you've faced. They have made you your highest self." Capricorn, I truly appreciate this beautiful message and hope that this has been helpful. Until next time, namaste.